Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are doing well. So today I'm going to be doing my February TBR, and I have the book sitting in front of me that I want to read for February. And as you can see, marked by my index cards, right? I already have started reading them all. I think this is the most books I've ever started reading at once, and it was kind of intentional. I mean, intentional, look at me, my conscience. No, it was unintentional. I just was in the mood, and so I would just grab the book, and then it turns out I was reading 3. So I was just like, okay, this is your max, you're done, get it read. So I'm going to show you guys what I'm actually going to be reading right now. So for February, the first book that I'd really like to read is Putting Makeup on the Fat Boy by Bil Wright. And it was it won a couple book awards as well. And I actually hauled this book and the next book I'm going to show you in my Dollar Tree book haul, which I will link up above and down below if you are interested. But this book is about a high school boy named Carlos, and he's really into makeup and stuff like that, and he wants to get this dream job working at Macy's as a makeup artist. And so this kind of follows him throughout this process of trying to get this job, and then they even tell you that he does get it, and then it kind of shows you, you know, him just trying to find the confidence in himself to keep going and follow his dreams even when nobody's supporting him. And it's the one thing I will say, I'm like 71 pages in, and the one thing I will say is that I have laughed out loud at this book so much. The chapters are really short, it's such a quick read, and I have just been cracking up at him. And I've never read from the perspective of a gay guy, so yeah, this is a first for me, but I'm enjoying it so far. And then the next thing, which is the other book that I also picked up from the Dollar Tree, is Pirate Freedom by Wolfe. And this book, because I believe this book would be definitely considered like YA. I don't know if it would be contemporary or not, but this one is definitely fantasy. And what made me pick this book up was the summary on the back, and it said that it started with the confession of a priest. His past reached back further than what many would consider possible. Before he was a priest, he was a pirate captain, and before he was a pirate, he was just Chris, a boy living in a monastery in Cuba the day after tomorrow. There's no way I could give you a better description of this book than that. I'm really early on into this book. I'm on chapter 4. I'm really enjoying the voice, if that makes sense, like the voice behind the writing in this book. It's like it literally feels like he's sitting down telling me his life story, and so far it's really intriguing. It's very different from anything that I feel like I would read, but I have realized how much I really enjoy fantasy, so I'm really enjoying this story. But like I said, it's very different and a lot goes down, so I would love to get this read for February. And I just really, the theme behind this month's TBR was that I was reading things that were on my shelf. I'm not buying any books for February, and I wanted to read some stuff that's on my shelf. I really don't want to have books that are piling up that I'm not reading. So there's those 2 books, and then the final book, I say that and then I tell you that this is actually the only book that I bought. Oh, Bridget. This is Stars Above, a Lunar Chronicles collection by Marissa Meyers. And this is what it looks like. This is actually the hardback. It feels really, really good. I love the way hardbacks feel, but I love the way hardbacks feel and look like on the shelf, but then I love the way paperbacks feel like when you're reading. Just giving y'all all this extra information about me that you didn't ask for. But anyway, this is the collection of, like the bind-up collection of all of these short stories related to the core story behind the Lunar Chronicles series. And so it's so much background information on the different characters, how did they come to be where they were, things about them when they were younger, and just all of this stuff. And also, there is a final story in here that is like following our crew as we know them in the Lunar Chronicles series 2 years later. Okay, because I finished winter in December, and I was just like, okay, I need to finish with my crew. Like, while I've been enjoying books, I feel like my reading has been really choppy because I just needed to really finish out this series. So I am so happy to have this book. This is the exception that I made for the month of February, and I'm enjoying it so much so far. I'm reading, what story am I even reading right now? I'm reading the story of Wolfe when he was younger, and I'm just really enjoying this bind up. I'm so glad I have this. This is one of my, the Lunar Chronicles is one of my favorite series, so it's just something that I just want to have on my shelf. And I'm a huge rereader, so I know that I will reread that series countless times. So this is what I'm reading for February. Not a ton of books that I'm reading. I want to be realistic. I got a lot going on with school, and like I said, something about all of these books that were common for me is that they read really fast, but they're so entertaining. And so yeah, I feel like I have a nice little mashup of things that I'm going to be reading for February. I would love to know what you guys are going to be reading for February. Please let me know down below. I know that I had a couple other books that I wanted to put in here, but I just really wanted to narrow it down. So this is what I'm going to be reading, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.